Let's go. Listen, 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 listen. All I gotta say, incredibly patient, overproduce. I'm telling you, overproduction. Most people underproduce and at such a drastic rate that they think and they believe that they're just going to turn it on for 1 month or 2 months and that they're going to make a bunch of money on the internet. They're going to go crazy. They're going to get rich. It's going to be easy. Once they start, they're going to get rich. That's how they feel. I've worked with so many people, personal brands and stuff like that. And you guys, I want anybody out here that's trying to build an online business or get customers from online to in person. Nothing's perfect at the beginning. It's better to just start creating and start going extremely hard. Just start putting everything you have into it. Put every single thing you have into it. I'm telling you this right now. Be your number one marketer, be your number one person, and put everything you have into it because it's going to take longer than you think. So you might as well start when you have nothing. You might as well start where your brand has nothing. You're not even sure what you're going to talk about. Just start bringing up topics. The way that it works with the brands that have been able to make 6, 7 figures, I'm telling you, they just got started. So if you're on here and you're one of those people who are like, I want to make money on Facebook, I want to make money on Instagram, I want to make money on YouTube, I want to do all this, but I need the perfect plan. No, just start. Start now because there's so many little things you have to learn. And the number one thing that stops people is production and producing. Most people underproduce at such a large quantity. They underproduce in such a large quantity. And it's really about having the right mindset on what it takes to be absolutely successful across social media platforms. Here's what I'll tell you: you do not need to be the most popular, and you do not need to be the most viral person to make 6 to 7 figures online. You don't. You don't. So if you're watching me right now and you're like, oh, this guy's not the most popular person in the world, he doesn't have a million views, you don't need a million views. If you have a business model, if you know what you're selling, if your operations is good, you do not need a million people. You barely need 1,000 people to be a millionaire. I'm telling you right now. You barely need 1,000 people. And so, depending on what you're selling, how much your profit is, what that looks like for you, can really highly determine how fast you can make a 7 figure personal brand. But you do not, let me repeat this for you. Anybody who's watching this, you do not need to be ultra viral. You do not need the coolest, best videos in the game. You don't need to be an actor. You don't need to dance. You need to be informed. You need to know that you do not need to be this what I call show punny actor type person to make $1 million. We have this one chick who literally repeats the same thing over and over again. She creates trust for people in different businesses, like trust, like right, that costs like $10,000, $20,000. She says she's getting 90% of all of her clients from TikTok, and she damn near repeats the same thing every single day. Yeah, damn near repeats the same thing every single day. So I'm telling you right now, people will watch videos and they don't believe it because they think it's so impossible because there's so many people out here on social media telling you that you need to have 1 million subscribers, you need to have 1 million followers, you need to be so big that oh my god, no. It is actually quite simple if you have a good product. And if you don't have a good product, be a great affiliate. I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars as a great affiliate with great business partners, with great people who have great products. And I'm like, yo, I may not be able to create this product, but what I can do is I can help them sell this product. I can actually grow, leverage all the things that I have on that site to really blow up. And I need you guys to understand that if you're watching my videos and you think that you need to be the most popular person in the world to make a bunch of money, you're wrong. If you can do me a favor, like this video. Listen, you got to be your number one marketer. Like the video if you're watching it. Comment if you can't get engaged because like this isn't fun when it's not engaging, right? It's not fun when people aren't really like saying what they're watching and stuff like that. But I'll tell you this much: I'm gonna be giving so much freaking game on here that it's going to be insane. I'm going to tell you this: to make $1 million personal brand, you have to be consistent and you have to produce. That has to come first. Before you start learning all the intricate, small little things that you have to do, you have to produce and you have to be consistent. And then it is a lot easier to adjust something that's consistent and producing than it is to worry about all the little things that you have to do. Think about all the major things. Yo, use ChatGPT to give you scripts if you can't think. Use ChatGPT to give you topics if you can't figure them out. Don't overcomplicate your ability. AI is allowing the beginning processes of creativity to exist. I realize I'm not a bad live person. Like, I can hop on live. I can hop on live with an idea, talk about the things that I'm seeing, and I can just drop it, drop it, drop it. So therefore, I'm going to start dropping videos every single day. I'm going to go live. I'm going to go live. I'm going to talk about subjects. I'm going to actually I'm going to do the same thing I'm telling my clients. I'm going to just do it all, because I realize that when they don't see it all, when my clients don't see me doing it, when my clients think I'm just talking out of my ass, honestly, what happens is they think that they shouldn't believe me. And I'm like, you know what? I already have clients who are doing it. I don't want to tell you. Nobody's the same. So I'm just going to produce. I'm going to tell you the truth. You don't need to be the most popular person in the world to make $1 million. You don't. You don't need to be the hypest, best dancer, most, you don't. I have a client right now, Desi Arnaz. You can look him up. Desi Arnaz on social media. You can look him up. He's done millions of dollars across social media, and he's never been viral. Not one time. Never. He's a great businessman. Spectacular. I would say so. Social media just puts him in the limelight for people to get an opportunity to enjoy what he's offering, which is in the note investment space, which is the most passive real estate business I think you can ever get in, with the number one security backed opportunity by far. And so I talk about these things to let you know that for you to build $1 million personal brand, especially on social media, you do not need to be something you're not. It may actually, you know what? That's a lie. You may need to be something you're not. You may need to be consistent. You may need to share it. You may need to just start putting things out there at a level where people cannot compete, because most people underproduce. And I do not want you to underproduce anymore. I do not want you to think that you have to be perfect. I do not want you to think that every video you shoot has to be flawless, no mistakes, because we're human beings and people respect those who are not as perfect, because guess what? They don't feel like there's a major difference between you. The better, the more perfect all your videos get and all that stuff like that, the more people believe they cannot do what you do, that you're not relatable. Honestly, that shit actually hurts your business. Being authentic, coming out here, just dropping some shit, talking about your major things. What do I know about social media and making $1 million brand is that I guarantee in 2026, you're going to see multiple $1 million brands that are going to be built outside of my business based off of just fucking making shit happen. Excuse my language, not for kids. I should have made sure I put that on this video so they don't flag me. Making $1 million brand is mostly about overproducing, overproduction, overproducing. Now let's say this. Let's say right now I was driving home. I decided not to shoot this video, and I'm like, yo, I don't want to shoot this video. Why? Because I'm gonna have 0 people watching it. Now here's the difference. I may have 0 people watching it in the moment, but guess what? After the moment is over, the video is done. It is live. I can take that video, drop it on Opus Clip for AI, right? I'm a marketer. Get 6 or 7 clips from it. Take those 6 or 7 clips from it, drop it on the video, put it on the internet, get another 2,000-3,000 views. And guess what? Most of us don't speak in front of 2,000 to 3,000 people, no matter even if they hear a second of what we have to do or 1 to 2 minutes of what we have to do. Most of us never get in front of over 10 people a day to tell them what is possible. So that is why I think people underestimate your just delivering. You're just showing up. You just getting on camera and actually delivering, and then taking that content after and using it to be methodical about it because you now have it. How many of us go out here and have a topic in our mind that, we just heard from a client or we're on the phone with, shoot the video talking about it or answering those questions for that client ability, so therefore it doesn't continue down the pathway? I'm telling you right now, no matter how many times you watch my videos, I'll tell you this: you do not need to be ultra viral to make an extreme amount of money on social media. You don't. You do not need to be ultra viral. Most people will tell you you need to be top notch. This